Okay, folks, let's talk about selling your home and particularly hiring a realtor to sell your home. Because let's face it, this is the person that is going to basically be managing the largest asset that you own and the sale of that asset. They are going to handle all of it. So you need to make sure that you are aligning yourself with the right professional. Today we are going to talk about the do's and don'ts of hiring a really great realtor to make sure that you are asking all the right questions and aligning yourself with that right professional. My name is Lindsey Kaplan. I have been selling real estate for 10 years. I am one of the top 10 agents in the area that I sell in, and I have seen just about every single real estate situation out there. I believe that selling real estate can be easy, and it's just a matter of arming yourself with that right knowledge. And I'm here for it. I'm going to be giving you all of that info today with how to hire the right realtor. Okay, so let's go with our first do. Set up some interviews, okay? Bring in 3 agents. Once you start bringing 4, 5, 6, 7 agents, that's too much. Get online, talk to friends, see who is a big player in your neighborhood, who is selling a lot in the local area. Talk with friends to see if they've had good experiences with agents. Figure out who do you want to bring in to have that discussion. And it might not be a bad idea to bring in different agents that have a different structure, right? Some agents run on really big teams, and there's some pros and cons to working with an agent that works on a big team that does a lot of volume. There's some agents who are single agents but are successful and have a lot of transactions behind them and do a great job as well. Maybe there's an agent that you know out there that is really good at one particular thing. Maybe you see their real estate videos on Instagram all the time and you're super impressed with that, and you're like, hey, you know what, let's go down that rabbit hole and see what that person's about. But make sure that you are doing that research on these people that you're bringing in to have discussions. Check out their Google reviews and their Zillow reviews. See what people are saying about their experiences with them. And make sure in the reviews that people are discussing their experience in how they sold their home. Are they more listing heavy? A lot of times too in Zillow, you can see exactly where they have been transacting. Realtor A has sold a lot in Buffalo Grove and Arlington Heights and Long Grove. Okay, this seems to be like the sweet spot that I'm looking for. Whereas this realtor, while I like her, she's only really selling in the city. That probably won't be a good fit for me. All right, so you have some 3 realtors that you are going to interview. Now, I've talked about this in my other videos. I talk about it a lot because it can be a big mistake. Don't hire someone because they are simply just a friend. Now, if they are a friend that is a dynamo realtor in your area, great. Now you have a friend who does a ton of business in your area. That's a great situation. But if you have a friend, you're living in the suburbs, your friend is a city agent, and they would like to list your house and they don't know your area at all, and maybe they don't list a lot of houses, don't be their guinea pig. I understand that you want to support your friend in that, but you have to also remind yourself and them if they ask, hey, this is the biggest sale that I am going to be dealing with in my life, and I need to make sure that I am aligning myself with somebody who really knows what they're doing and is in the area, is local. Make up whatever you need to make up to make them feel better. But the truth is that a lot of times if a friend or family member is not really prominent in real estate, maybe they dabble. A lot of times what can happen is you become disappointed because what you find out is that there's so many things that you have to do in managing the sale of a home, and they might not be really great at all of those things, and sometimes relationships can be ruined because of it. Please be mindful when you're going through this process that when you're selling your home, it's not about appeasing other people. It's about making sure you are doing what's right for you, the seller, to make sure that you're getting the best outcome that you possibly can. So now that you have these 3 agents in, and it's time to start asking them questions. Here are the things that you should be focusing on when you bring in real estate agents. You want to be figuring out what is your marketing strategy. listen, on the bare minimum, professional photos should always be done. If someone's bringing in and doing their own photography, forget it. You want a professional photographer doing all of your photography. That is the bare minimum. That is the lowest bar. But what else are you doing for marketing? What kind of networking do you do amongst your peers, amongst your brokerage, amongst whomever? What kind of social media is this agent involved in, if anything? What other marketing strategies do you employ? There's so many different ways that us as agents bring our marketing expertise to the table as listing agents. Make sure that whatever agent that you're talking to, you're getting a really clear plan and idea of how they're going to approach selling your home. The second thing you want to figure out is how they are able to bring the market data to you, if they're able to distill that market data. I'm assuming any of these agents that are coming to the table because you found them online, because they sell a lot in the area, they should be bringing you a really good market analysis on your home along with a pricing strategy. A lot of times when I go in for listing appointments, it's not about me being like, boom, here's your number. It doesn't matter. What it's about is, hey, here are some different pricing strategies. Let's go over them and discuss the pros and cons. And then we're gonna go down from there and discuss, okay, if you work with me, here's the type of pricing and strategy that we will employ. So it's not going to be about a number that the agent drops in front of you. I could tell everyone that I go into every listing appointment, $1 million, $1 million. Everybody will sell your home for $1 million. It doesn't matter. What matters is the actual pricing strategy and the rationale behind why we're using certain pricing strategy. So your agents that you're interviewing, what is their pricing strategy? And maybe they have a few different options, but that's really important. Figure out what that pricing strategy is going to be. The other question that might be important to you, how many listings are they selling within the year? It's important that whatever agent you are aligning yourself with, they are in transactional flow all the time, especially in our post-COVID world, because our market is such a roller coaster. One thing I always tell my clients is, because I'm transacting all the time with so many different buyers and sellers, I'm seeing all the different buying and selling trends happening in real time, and we are able to adjust to whatever changes might be taking place during that real time, right? So it's like, hey, you know what? I'm seeing more multiple offers are coming in like this, so we need to make sure we adjust it this way. You need to make sure that whatever agent you are aligning yourself with, that they are transacting and they are listing homes. They are having a lot of experience in getting houses up on the market. Again, the more you do it, the more solid of an approach that you're gonna have. So when my clients call me, we're so systematized that it's just really easy to say, okay, what are your needs? Here's how we're gonna approach those needs. Here's how we're gonna do this. Here's how we're gonna do that, and go. Only reason why we're able to do that is because we list so many homes that we're used to it. So make sure that whatever agent that you're working with, they are transacting a lot. Here's the other thing that you want to figure out with whatever agent you decide to work with. Once you move past the pricing strategy and the listing strategy and all that kind of stuff, how do they work? How do they communicate? Will you be just working with them, or do they have a team that you'll be working with? Now, sometimes especially when you're working with agents that have big teams, sometimes the only time that you'll see them is at the very beginning, then they pass it off to their team. Some people are totally okay with that. Other people are like, no. I want you to be my point person the entire time. Figure out, how often will you be communicating with me? Are we gonna be texting? Are we gonna be emailing? Do you have off hours? There's some agents who do not work on the weekends. That is okay. Some people prefer not to work with agents that have that type of restriction, right? So find out that type of information along with how they communicate. You wanna figure out, who are they aligning themselves in terms of other vendors, right? So when you start to go to sell your house, you might need vendors like painters and a flooring guy and a handyman. Does your agent have a solid list of vendors that they can recommend? Once you're under contract, in some states, I'm in Illinois, we need an attorney. Is your agent aligned with a good attorney? If it's not an attorney, maybe it's a good title company. Whatever it is, you want to make sure that your agent is aligned with really good professionals, so your entire process can feel really seamless. One of our biggest philosophies in how we work is we make sure that every professional that we work with and that we refer our business out to work very similar to how we work. When our clients engage with us and then they bring on the attorney that we use, they feel like they're working with basically the same person. They're getting the same experience. And that's important to me. That is part of our total philosophy because again, my personal philosophy on how I run our business is we want the process to be easy. And in making it easy is making every bit of that process feel very seamless. I would imagine that's probably important to you as well as a seller. So make sure that your agent has the right people around them that they can refer out to you. Here is the final thing. The final thing, and you might be scratching your head a little bit of like, what do you mean? Do not hire an agent because they scraped a little, they cut a little off of their commission. You know what? Yeah, I'll do it for less. Oh, everyone else, I'll do it for here. In the big picture, a 0.5 percentage point is really nothing in a transaction when you're selling your home. Think about it this way. When you're working with a good agent, they are going to get you the highest number that your house will ever fetch. They will, because they are going to market it the way they need to market it. They're going to be strategic. They're going to do everything that they need to do to make sure that your house is in the market in a way that will yield the best results. If you are working with an agent who maybe when you met with them, they were okay, like they were fine, I guess, but hey, they'll do it for less, that's not a reason to bring on an agent. You get what you pay for. I'm serious. It is the truth. If your agent is not willing to go to the table for themselves in negotiating, why would they be willing to go to the table and do it for you when they're negotiating a contract with another buyer? Think about it this way. In the Chicagoland area, the average list to sale price is 99%. For me, my average list to sale price is 102%. For all of my buyers, I'm outperforming the market by 3%. If your house is $500,000 and you're getting 3% more, that's $15,000. So what is more worth it to you to save a 0.5 percentage point, which is bupkis, or to align yourself with a real estate professional that is able to yield results that will beat the market, and you'll have a great experience with them to boot. So keep that in mind. Do not be tempted by these little like, oh, I'll do a little kickback for you, or I'll shave my percentage points. Now, if they shave their percentage points and they're fantastic and they gave you an incredible marketing thing and hey, they're just doing this because they're fine. But if you interviewed someone that was really good, this other agent, they're 0.5 percentage point higher in commission, but man, they're good, go with them. You will have less of a headache. You will have a much better outcome. Go with them. I promise you. So there you have it. That is my best advice for you if you are looking to sell your house and you want to make sure that you're aligning yourself with the right agent. Follow these tips. If you have any questions, you can go down in my description. You can actually set up an appointment to chat with me. I have 20-minute Zoom chats with people. We can talk about whatever your real estate needs are. If you need help finding and vetting a realtor in your area, I'm here for you. Again, there's a link for that as well. If you're in the Chicagoland area and you're looking to sell your home, I'm your gal. Give me a call. You know how to get me. If you like this content, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. And if you want to see more of what we're doing, I have some more great videos on how to prep your house. So go ahead and click on that because that's more great information about how to make home buying and selling very easy. Have a great day.